So good afternoon, everybody. I am the proud principal of the best public school in Boston. What's the best public school in Boston? That's right. Today we are so excited to talk a little bit about the Eliot. We have Mayor Walsh here. We have State Representative Aaron Mikowitz. We have Councilor Edwards, we have former Councilor Lamatino, we have Councilor Flaherty, we have so many people here, and all of you. We have former Eliot students, families, teachers. It is the best day today. So today marks the culmination of 10 years towards the dream of the Eliot School. Addressing a need for greater schools access to families that wanted to raise their children in Boston and invest in Boston public schools, the Eliot has been the beneficiary of a groundswell of family and community support, as you can see here today. Conceived by Downtown Families for Boston, championed by the amazing North End community, supported by the mayor and Boston Public Schools, today is a milestone in our journey to provide the best education to all students from neighborhoods across the city: Hyde Park, East Boston, Roxbury, Dorchester, South Boston, North End, Charlestown, Back Bay, Beacon Hill, South End, and Chinatown. Eliot students are supported in their learning journey wherever they want to go and whatever they want to do. We are creating the next generation of leaders who will be the change we want to see in this world. I do need to take a moment to thank those who fought for us and for our vision. The Eliot wasn't always what it is today. We were an underperforming, under-enrolled school in 2007. We are so grateful for the first families and teachers who were willing to give us a try. They worked alongside us to change the narrative of our school. Then we have to give a shout out to State Representative Aaron Mikowitz and former City Councilor Sal Lamatino. Our newly elected at the time State Rep Mikowitz and our City Councilor believed in the vision of creating outstanding opportunities for every single student. And of course, our marvelous Mayor Walsh. Mayor Walsh came with a vision and a mission to support Boston students. He believed in supporting Boston Public Schools with the Build BPS vision and the budget, no small feat. And now we are here at the Eliot, a showcase for best practices in public education. We are also so excited to welcome our new Superintendent Cassellius. As our city's new education leader, we are so glad to celebrate with her today and all of you as we share the amazing work the students and staff do at the Eliot every day to create a better future for tomorrow. We also need to give a shout out to Feingold and Alexander, who've been working with me and dealing with me for many years to make this building a reality. When you walk in and see what's in those classrooms, this is what every single Boston Public School student needs to see when they walk in their building. Hi, Theo. Thank you for all being here today on what is an emotional accomplishment for many of us. The support of not only the community, the teachers, and the families, my own family's support has been an inspiration to me daily. My son Joey, my daughter Elizabeth, my husband John, my mom and dad, and my aunts and uncles. My son Joey and my daughter Elizabeth, who came to the Eliot when there was no wait list. And they are responsible, respectful, safe, kind, and inclusive young people who are taking the Eliot Guiding School principles out into the world to make it a better place. We are all gathered here to celebrate this momentous occasion, to celebrate what a community can do to change the narrative of public education. We are now proud to share a special theater movement piece which reflects the Eliot journey through the eyes of our fantastic fifth graders from Miss Riegler's homeroom, choreographed by our most amazing, most creative theater movement teacher, Mr. Sean Murphy. It is called My Voice, My Eliot.
You just be right there. Okay, my darling, I want loud, clear voices. Can we walk back into that corner? Just move back, stretch out, really loud voices projecting right over there. Are you ready? You are amazing, and I love you, and we're about to start. Here we go.
How many mountains must you face before you learn to climb? I'm gonna give you what it takes, my universal child. I'm gonna try to find a way to keep you safe from harm. I'm gonna build a special place, a shelter from the storm.
Who am I? Ever since I started this project, I've been wondering this. Is it the strong passion that flows inside me and empowers me to dream? Is that me? Or is it the part of me that strives and takes everything in? Or is it the part of me that has been passed down by many generations? You're going to see who I am and why I dream and why I am standing here on the top of the structure acting like I run the world. Because today I run the world. I dream and learn and create, and you will hear me. So here I am, standing here. My name is B. Samuels, and this is me. Hi, everyone. I need you to listen. I have something to tell you. But first, everyone, it is me. I have something to say. It is us. No, Gus, it's all of us, including you, our friends and family. We are the Eliot. What's the best public school in Boston? Eliot! We are a K-8 innovation school. Here in the heart of Boston's historic North End. And yes, we are part of the Freedom Trail. And we are dreamers, all of us. Magical, fantastical, creative dreamers. And we have a voice. Yes, everyone, a real voice. And we have dreams. My name is B and I'm in the 5th grade. My name is Gus, I am also in the 5th grade. And we have hope. And we have dreams. I love the school I go to every day. That's why we're the best. Simply the best. We have 3 campuses. Charter, sale, and commercial. So everyone, are you ready? What's the best public school in Boston? Eliot! I like to think of our school as a garden. With rich soil. Ready for planting. All of the students, we are seeds. Planted in rich soil. With one amazing chief gardener. So thank you, Principal Traci, for being that gardener. And all our amazing teachers. You take care of these seeds. Waiting and knowing. So that they'll sprout into an amazing garden. So many flowers. Abundant in many amazing colors. And we will grow. And we will grow strong. And proud. And tall. And full of knowledge. Because of this garden, this wonderful garden. The Eliot, a K-8 innovation school. Where every student not only exceeds academic excellence, but builds character, self-confidence, leadership, and solid values, becoming positive contributors to their communities. Aren't we so lucky? Thank you, everyone. It wasn't always like this. And yes, we had a beginning. And that was 16 Charter Street. I like to think of it as the Eliot Heartbeat, a building we all love. In 2007, Eliot was a low-performing school, considered for closure. But our amazing gardener, Principal Traci, had a healing approach to serve its children. Academically. And socially. And emotionally. She reached out to everyone. She engaged the community because she believes. She believes in all of us. Everyone, can you imagine? 585 Commercial Street. We're in the center of Boston, surrounded by history. Is there a better place to learn? Just open our doors. And simply look around. We are surrounded by a community dream. My name is Sammy and this is my dream. My name is Sophia and this is my dream. My name is Lucy and this is my dream. My name is Sienna and I will dream. My name is Isaac and I will dream. Be respectful. Be respectful. Be responsible. Be responsible. Be safe. Be safe. Be kind. Be kind. Be inclusive. Be inclusive. Just become who you are in those moments you live, and the growth not taking in, but in how much you give. Don't miss the details. The lesson is there. Don't get complacent. Stay sharp and aware. And listen, everyone. Always laugh until it hurts. That's why we're friends. My name is Stella. I am an important part of this community. I will change our society. I am a dreamer. I am a believer. I am me. I am so proud and so grateful of my friends and family. They've helped and supported me through so much. I love myself and everything I would go through, that will never change. I am here because of the Eliot, a K-8 innovation school. I am a strong young woman. My name is Mira, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Gus, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Harper, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Sophia, and I'm not afraid to dream. My name is Sammy, and I'm not afraid to dream. My name is Sienna, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Lizzie, I'm not afraid to dream. My name is Jackson, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is B, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Ann, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Brennan, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Aiden, and I am not afraid to dream. My name is Isaac, and I am not afraid. My name is Lily, and I am not afraid to dream. And my name is Jared, and I want to amaze you.
Let's give it up for Mr.
Thank
Mark.
you! We are so lucky for this woman!
Okay, friends, walk up this way.
Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Principal Traci, stay with us. Guys, you did it. Be into the front.
Let's give it up for our fantastic fifth graders. My voice, my Eliot.
Principal Traci, come to the principal. Oh, thank you. We did it!
Can you get it? All right, and 1, 2, 3.
And
out.
back. Okay, my friends, this way.
One more time up for our fifth graders. Great job. In January of 2014, Mayor Martin J. Walsh was the Eliot's Big Cheese Readers on the first floor of 585 Commercial Street. It did not look like this, did it, Mayor? No. So Mayor Walsh and I snuck up the back stairs, and it was a spiral staircase, if you remember, and we went to the underdeveloped third floor of this building. We told him about our vision, and we looked on the docks, and we looked out to Charlestown, and he was, and he still is, the Eliot champion and a firm believer in the promise of Boston Public Schools. We are thankful and forever grateful for his unwavering belief in the Eliot expansion, and now today, I am the proud principal who gets to welcome this magnificent mayor, Martin J. Walsh, to begin a new chapter with the Eliot and with Boston Public Schools. Please join me in welcoming our marvelous mayor.
Thank you, Principal Traci. I'm going to take this off if I can. Give me 1 second here. What's the best school in Boston? Well, let me just say a couple things. Number one, you guys are awesome. I want to thank Principal Traci. How about we give Principal Traci a big round of applause? How about we give all the teachers a big round of applause? The amazing teachers. How about we give all the staff in the school a big round of applause? How about we give all the parents a big round of applause? And the grandparents and the aunts and uncles. Did I forget anybody? I got anybody, right? Oh, custodians. How about the custodians? And how about the kids? Well, this is an amazing day. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. I want to thank Principal Traci. I was talking to the superintendent. She whispered in my ear, and she said, we only need about 100 more of these. And she's absolutely right. And when we work together as a city, as a school department, as parents and teachers, this is what our goal, this is what our vision is to bring to Boston. We have 2/3 of our buildings that were built in this city that are schools that were built before World War II. Our kids deserve this type of school, an innovative, inclusive school for everybody that comes into, regardless of their ability to be able to get around and be able to enjoy the school. That's what our goal in our city is. That's what Build BPS is. It's about making sure we build new schools. We're building new schools. We're building one in the Fenway. We're going to be doing the Carter School to Josiah Quincy, and we're going all around the city of Boston. And we're going to be renovating and reconstructing all of our schools. I'm asking you to support us in this. Because in 2007, when this school was on the chopping block, if you will, a lot of people stood up and stepped up and said we have to do some innovative things. We have to do things, we have to be disruptive in our school district. We have to do things that are going to be short-term problems, long-term solutions. That's what we need to do. Every neighborhood kid, regardless of where their neighborhood is, they should have a school in their neighborhood that looks like this, that is just like this, with the leadership like this, with the teachers like this, with the schools like this. It's been status quo too long in Boston. Every time we want to do something, there's a bunch of people stand up and say we can't do it because we can't do it. We can't do that anymore. We can't sit back. We have to continue to be innovative. All of you here today fought for this incredible school. This is an incredible school. The building's beautiful. The classrooms are beautiful. But that's not what makes the school special. What makes this school special is the spirit in the school. It's the leadership. It's the kids. It's the parents. It's bringing the community together. All of that is what makes schools special in our city. So I want to ask you, we're going to continue to take this around the city of Boston. I want to thank some elected officials that are here today because their commitment is to our district. I want to thank, as you already mentioned, City Councilor Michael Flaherty, who's been on the council for a long time, working hard to make sure that these schools get funded. I want to thank City Councilor Nisa Wasabi George, who chairs the Education Committee in the school department, in the City Council, that fights every day to make sure that our schools get the services and get the programs they need. City Councilor Lydia Edwards is with us today, who fights to make sure not just the schools in her district, but the entire district in the city gets the support they need. I want to thank Aaron Minkowitz, your state representative, who's Chair Ways and Means, who this week passed a bill that's going to bring more money, millions of dollars to the Boston public school system. And he also put money in the budget that's going to bring more money into our city to fight the opioid crisis. So thank you, Aaron, for that. I want to thank our superintendents here, Brenda Cassellius. Thank you, Brenda. And the chair of our school committee, Michael Conco's here. I've lost the attention of the kids, so I'm going to stop talking. Thank you very much. I look forward, the next thing I look forward to is going in the back. Am I bringing Aaron up to speak? I'm bringing the superintendent up. Aaron Midwood's going to come up here in a few minutes. You might know him. He's the state rep from down here. He always looks great. He dresses nice. His hair's always nice. He's going in the dunk tank, and I'm going to get him wet in a few minutes. And now I have the great honor to introduce and bring to the podium our superintendent, who is coming here. He's already doing amazing things, reorganizing central office, reorganizing the way we do things. We are going to take Boston's education to the 21st century, so when it gets to the 22nd century, people will say, thank God for those folks in the 21st century. Brenda Cassellius.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, thank you, Mayor Walsh. Hi, boys and girls. Hi. Are you excited about this school building? Yeah. If you are, clap once. If you are, clap twice. If you are, keep clapping. All right, parents. What an amazing, awesome gift this is for you to have your children here in this incredibly beautiful building. I just can't thank you enough for believing in Traci and her leadership and her entire team. When it was a school that was needing improvement, you sent your kids here. That is amazing to be part of the change and to be here and to build this school from ground up. One of the oldest schools in Boston. Now you may know I'm new to Boston. And I just found out that there's some really important people, boys and girls, who went to this school. Who can help me? Who went to this school? Who did? Paul Revere? Really? Did he ride a horse?
Yes.
Okay, who else went to this school? I know some of the dads out here might know. Type of beer? Maybe? Sam Adams! Oh, even the kids shout it out louder than the parents. That's not good. Sam Adams went here. So there's a lot of history in this building, and there's also a lot of newness in this building, boys and girls. And you are going to be part of that history. You are going to be known for a lot of the good work that happened in this. Now, I have a few people to thank. I want to thank our Chief Operations Officer first, John Hanlon, for his incredible work and his team. I also want to thank the mayor and his team, Pat Brophy, and his operations team that did amazing work on the building. Can we give them a round of applause? Just amazing. And then, of course, the leadership from your teachers and from the whole entire support staff. You already talked about the custodians. Well, how about nutrition workers as well? I know that we have a nutrition worker here today who came from the lower school, Wanda Alvarez. Where's Wanda? Thank you for feeding our kids and the Shaw Family Foundation with the My Way Cafes. Can we give them a shout out and thank them for all that they do across Boston? Just amazing, feeding our children, giving them incredibly enriching opportunities to do the incredible creative work. And another thing I whispered into the mayor's ear was that not only do we need more schools like this, we need more teachers like Mr. Murphy. We need more performing arts in our schools, a full complement of the arts so we can see our amazing children. Can we give them one more round of applause, and I'll turn over the mic. Thank you so much for this incredible commitment, and all hands on deck.
Thank you, Superintendent. So State Rep Aaron Michaelitz, he loves the North End. Whether it's cheering on a Little League baseball, throwing the ball, or meeting with seniors at the Nazaro Center, Aaron, you're our hometown boy. When Aaron was approached by parents because there weren't enough spots for families in BPS, he was not only supportive, he was tenacious. He got right to work. He is also in a special group that we like to call Eliot Champions. Please join me in welcoming the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, our friend, Super State Rep, Aaron Michaelitz.
Thank you, Traci. Let's give another round of applause for Traci, all the work that she does. We joked when we had your 10-year anniversary a couple weeks ago that we don't want you to run for office because you might run against one of us. So we're very nervous about that, all the elected officials up here on stage. But what a great day. You know, what a great moment. And one of the young ladies here said, live in the moment, right?
And that's what today we need to do. We need to live in the moment of today, because this is an extraordinary feat for everyone involved. You know, when we started this discussion over 10 years ago, we could have never dreamed that it would end up being like this. So we would have 3 locations in the neighborhood, providing public education to all our students, to all our kids, and making sure our neighborhood thrived because of that. And that is because of Traci, the teachers, the leadership in this building and in the other buildings. We thank them so much for everything that they do. I want to thank the mayor. You know, the mayor has done such incredible work in such a short period of time as mayor, you know, in this neighborhood. You know, you take a look at the things that are being worked on or that have already been done. We have a brand new school standing behind us. We have another location where the old North Bennett Street School was. We have brand new parks being built right down the street here at Popolo and Langoni. We had a brand new North Square. We have a brand new Parado. And that is because of the leadership of Mayor Marty Walsh. Let's give him a round of applause for everything he does for North End. And I am going to go in the dunk tank. That is official. I made that decision in July. It sounded a lot better in July than it does today. And Mayor, you're going to be the first one to get a shot at me. Good luck. Just because I'm getting in the dunk tank doesn't mean I'm necessarily getting wet, because you got to make that happen. We'll see if you can accomplish that. All right. But you know, you got to throw something to hit the button. You just can't press the button. No, you got to get it done. You just can't press the button. I didn't sign up for that. But all kidding aside, you know, it is so important that we remember today and we think about what we're doing here today and what we're accomplishing. You know, this was done from the ground up. This was accomplished from the ground up. It was because of all of you in this audience here. It was the community. The community built this from the ground up, made sure that the elected officials were working on this and focused on this, because we were in a crisis in 2007, not just from the Eliot School perspective, but from the neighborhood's perspective. We needed options. We needed public school options for our kids. And that was something that was vital to us, and it has saved the neighborhood in my eyes. Going forward, it is going to make this neighborhood a great place to raise kids and to make sure that they have walking distance to get to their school. And just like the mayor and the superintendent said, we have to do this across the entire city. And you know, from the state perspective, we are committed to do that. We're doing an education reform bill this coming week in the House of Representatives that's going to add $1.4 billion to public education across the state over the next 7 years. And we're going to hope that that money goes to making sure that schools like this survive and continue to thrive. So just lastly, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you all for your hard work on this. I want to thank Traci, all the teachers, everyone that works in the Eliot School. You guys do such a great job. You make us proud of the Eliot School. You make the North End proud of the Eliot School. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
I also want to bring forward our newer, not new anymore, City Councilor Lydia Edwards. And I will say, a few years ago, I live in Charlestown, and there was a knock on my door, and this very passionate young woman came to visit. My daughter was studying, and she came to talk to us. And she had no idea who I was, and I was just getting to know her. And I know that she is all about making more schools like the Eliot all over this city happen, and she is passionate about change. Please join me in welcoming City Councilor Lydia Edwards.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know I'm between the ribbon cutting and the dunk tank, so I will be as brief. I know, I'm excited too. So I will be as brief as possible, but I have to say a lot of thank yous. You know, there's a lot of conversations about BPS, and not all of them are easy. This is the best one I get to have, honestly. When we talk about the Eliot School, no matter where I go in Boston, everyone looks at this school as the true beacon of hope that it is for what BPS can do, for what parents can do, for what community can do when it sticks together and pulls through to make sure that we truly are, well, what's the best school in Boston? Honestly, I can't be more proud of this. Your work, Traci, Principal Traci, has been amazing. Our work, but honestly, you are the gardener. There were seeds planted, but we needed someone to tilt to that garden and to stay on that and to have the vision. And that speaks to your leadership, your kindness, and your dedication to all of us. So thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm not the only one who got goosebumps when these young kids were speaking today. I could not believe the passion, the leadership the beauty that came out of their voice, the strength that came from these young men and women was just amazing. You guys rocked it. But that speaks to, honestly, their parents. That speaks to all the investment that you're putting in, not just for your kids. And I think that speaks to your leadership. You know it's beyond your kids. You know it's beyond this community, this moment. It's generations that are going to benefit from all the things and all the works that you did. So I have to say thank you. I have to say thank you also to Sal, my predecessor, Martina. I want to say thank you to Kathy Carangelo. I want to say thank you to you. Hey, I don't forget, you were here in the tougher times. So thank you, Sal. Thank you. I want to acknowledge that. Also, just real quick, my colleagues, Anissa Sabi-George and Michael Flaherty are at large. We sit every day fighting for our schools to make sure that, again, this will be the beacon of hope, that we can point to the Eliot. If you guys can do it, so can every other Boston public school. So thank you so much.
I also want to give a shout out. He couldn't be here today. Senator Joe Boncory, who's been a tremendous help at the State House too. So let's thank Senator Boncory for his great work. Now we're going to cut a ribbon. You ready? All right, I'm going to move this out of the way. I think we're going to do it up here? Yep. We're going to do it up here. Let me get rid of this microphone. You guys can help me? There you go.
I need our Eliot teachers. I need the heads of school. I need my friend Lydia Torres up here. Heads of school, I need terrific teachers, Eliot, the Consul General from Italy, I need my special friend, party extraordinaire Jennifer McGivern up here, please, and you can give that up. I need Sal Martina up here, please. Ms. Maria Mata, please come forward.
Happy